What's up, guys? I'm back with another video, and today I'm going to be giving my thoughts slash breakdown slash early picks on the UFC WhiteHouse card that was announced last night. And I gotta say, I've cooled off from last night. I've accepted it that this is the card. One thing I have learned is that I'm pretty sure this is a UFC fight night. It's not a numbered event. So very odd. Did not know that was going to be the case. Thought it'd be a numbered event. Yeah, I thought this was like UFC 329 or UFC 330. I don't even know. But yeah, we're just going to be breaking down the card and going over my thoughts and early picks on it. As you can see, main event, Ilia Topuria versus Justin Gaethje for the lightweight title. Co-main event, Alex Pereira versus Ciryl Gane for the interim heavyweight title. And then we got featured fight, Sean O'Malley versus Aluminium Zahabi, how you pronounce his name, bantamweight fight. And then Mauricio Ruffy versus Michael Chandler, lightweight fight. And then Bo Nickel versus Chris Dawkins, I think it's pronounced his name, middleweight fight. And then Diego Lopez versus Steve Garcia, featherweight fight. So it all takes place on Saturday, June 14th. And, of course, at the WhiteHouse lawn. And yeah, this has been a very much anticipated card for everybody. Everyone was hyping this card up. Just to be this card sucks. This card is genuinely terrible. It's like, I already predicted it to be bad, but they exceeded my expectations and how bad it can be. It is so bad. We're going to be going over every fight individually and explain why. So, we'll start with the main event, Ilia Topuria versus Justin Gaethje. This fight is not bad. This is a great fight. This is who I said should main event the WhiteHouse. This is a great fight. We got an American fighter main eventing. Yeah, not much to say about this. When I said this is a really bad card, it doesn't mean every fight's bad. Most fights are bad. Obviously, I can't complain about this. How could I complain about Ilia Topuria and Justin Gaethje? No way. As far as my picks, I think we're going to see an early knockout. I think Ilia Topuria is going to catch him very early. He's going to hit that chin, and just Gage is going to go down. He's going to go out cold. I'm going to be honest, I think this fight's going to last like 2 minutes. Like, I genuinely think it's going to be like 2 minutes. I think this will be a very quick fight. We're not going to see much of it. They're just going to be going up, standing, striking. Just Gage is going to be doing pretty good until he's not. Ilia Topuria is going to be creating his distance, jabbing and circling away, and then he's going to find that shot like he did against Charles Oliveira and put him out cold. Yeah, it's going to be ironic. American fighter getting knocked out unconscious in the main event of the UFC WhiteHouse in the lawn. It's gonna be crazy, and I can't wait for this fight. This fight will be good. It will be crazy. Now let's go to the co-main. This is a very unexpected co-main event. We got Alex Pereira versus Ciryl Gane for the interim heavyweight championship. So it looks like the John Jones fight fell off. We're not getting it, as you can see. However, this is a great fight. I love this fight. However, I don't love this fight at the WhiteHouse, but I love this fight in general. I don't think it should be on the WhiteHouse. I don't know why it's on the WhiteHouse. I mean, we have Brazil and France. How is this supposed to... Why would we put this on the WhiteHouse card? Where's the American in that? Doesn't make sense to me. But all I know is this will be a very good fight. I genuinely don't know who wins. I've been thinking about it so much. It is 50-50. Like, literally, it could go either way. Like, on one side, Pereira, one of the most dangerous strikers of all time, one of the greatest strikers of all time, capable of finishing anybody. He's a little slow, though. He's extremely explosive and quick, though. But as far as speed, not that there. I would give Gane the advantage of that. Also, his defense is a little bit questionable. His chin a little bit questionable, but it seems like it's made improvements. Ciryl Gane, I'd say he's a much faster striker, flashier striker. Athletically, probably more athletic. I think he's a little bigger. He's also very, very explosive. He can wrestle a little bit too. I'd like to see some wrestling in this fight. I want to see how good Alex Pereira's wrestling, because I believe Alex Pereira's wrestling is improved. He's worked on it for years. He just never really had to use it. He's been facing strikers. I mean, I'm 50-50. If I had to pick one, I'm going to go Ciryl Gane in a decision. I think if Pereira wins, he's most likely going to get a finish, but I think Pereira can win by decision too. Ciryl Gane, I think he's going to create his distance very well. I think he's going to land more significant shots and more outstrike him. I think Ciryl will land more shots overall. I think he'll land significant shots too, but I think Pereira will land more significant shots. I think we'll see a little bit of wrestling, Gone out wrestling him a little bit, some clinch work, with Gone getting the best of it. I'd see more clinch work than takedowns. I think Gon will have trouble taking Pereira down, but I do think Gon will have a lot of success on the clinch, and I think he's just going to outland him. But this fight's literally 50-50 going away. And yeah, the winner supposedly supposed to fight Tom Aspinall. I mean, this heavyweight division's been so screwed up. It's been terrible. Hopefully it gets back to normal soon. I'd be fine if either of these guys win, and I can't wait to see it. Moving on to the featured fight. This is where it goes to, like, this is where it sucks. Every other fight. Sean O'Malley versus Liam Zahabi. This is the featured fight right here. This fight is terrible. Why is he fighting this bum? Like, you could have given, like, okay, first of all, I understand. You don't want to give him the Umar fight, fine. But how do you not give Sean O'Malley Corey Sandhagen in his fight? Because that would have been a banger of a fight. That would have been a crazy fight. How do you not give him Corey Sandhagen? What is the problem? Corey Sandhagen was ready to go. He wanted to be on the WhiteHouse card. How do you not put Corey Sandhagen on this card? I don't understand that, UFC. What they should have done is put Sean O'Malley against Umar. That's what I would have done. Sean O'Malley versus Umar Nurmagomedov on the WhiteHouse card. America versus Russia. Great fight. That's the fight. Winner gets the winner of Merab and Peter Yan 3. That's how it should be. I mean, why would it not be like that? Sean O'Malley didn't perform good against Song Yadong. Make him fight Umar Nurmagomedov. And guys, I want to make some clear. I like Sean O'Malley. I'm not putting any emotion towards this. This is the most logical way. If you don't want to give him Umar, fine. I'm fine with that. I was thinking Mario Batista should fight Corey Sandhagen, but fine. You want to give O'Malley Corey Sandhagen, and then. But the reason I want maybe he should fight Umar is because Batista already fought Umar. So, I mean, there's not really too much reason to do that again. They can do it again, but, I mean, we'd rather see some new fights. So, why not have O'Malley versus Umar? You know why? Because they don't want Sean O'Malley to get embarrassed and completely mauled and lose any chance of a third title shot because they just love him because of his height. And I just hate that they do that. Why? I mean, they just give O'Malley opportunity after opportunity, and he just keeps failing. This is probably going to be a pretty boring fight if we see the same O'Malley as last time. I think he's just going to be jabbing, keeping his distance. We're going to see some jabs from Zahabi. Nothing crazy, maybe some clinch work, but I think O'Malley will outstrike him and get the win. Probably not going to be too much trouble for him. If we see old O'Malley before he fought Merab, O'Malley could get a finish TKO maybe. Zahabi is pretty old. But yeah, I really don't see a world where Zahabi wins this, but I mean, obviously he can. It is possible, but definitely can think O'Malley. It's not going to be a very entertaining fight, in my opinion, and it definitely was not the right fight to make. How do you have Zahabi on the WhiteHouse card? I mean, that's just stupid. Moving on, fourth fight, Mauricio Ruffy versus Michael Chandler. Yeah, why the heck is Michael Chandler on this card, guys? What are we doing? Why did you put Michael Chandler on this card? Why? I don't understand that. Why is Mauricio Ruffy on this card? He just fought. He's 25. Why are you putting him on this card? There's so much better fighters that are more fit to fight on the WhiteHouse card. I don't understand this. This is a weird fight to predict as far as like predicting how it goes stylistically. It's a stylistic weird matchup, like stylistically. Chandler just keeps getting older and older. I just can't see him getting a win, especially against a top 10 ranked guy. Mauricio Ruffy's going to have to learn just a little bit of takedown defense. And I think he has a little bit, I would hope. Chandler's average at wrestling. But I think Ruffy's going to outland him, hurt him. I don't think Chandler will get too much control time. Hopefully he doesn't finish Ruffy because we'd want to see Ruffy win this. I think Ruffy will get it done probably in decision. He could get a finish, though. Like, I could see Ruffy knocking him out very easily. I'm going to say he gets a decision, though, because I think Chandler will wrestle and get some control time. And I think this will be a pretty competitive fight, but the reason I think Ruffy will win is I think Ruffy's going to land a lot of big shots on him. He's going to be cutting Chandler open, hurting him bad, and I think Ruffy is more calm, he's more disciplined, dedicated, and I think we're going to see a little bit better takedown defense from Ruffy, and I just don't think Ruffy's going to let himself lose, which means another American fighter loses. But yeah, this is a terrible fight for the WhiteHouse, absolutely horrible. Why would they put this on the WhiteHouse? Why is Michael Chandler card? That's it for that. That's what I think for this one. And then we got Bo Nickel versus Chris Dawkins. It's just getting worse and worse as we go on. How do you have Bo Nickel on the card and not someone like Colby Covington? How? And how do you not have Bo Nickel fight Colby Covington? Like, what are we doing? I do want to say this probably will be a pretty decent fight. I like this fight, so it's good. But no, I don't like this fight on the White House. Why would you put this on the White House card? This is stupid. No one wants to see this on the White House. I don't even know if Chris Daukaus is American. I really don't know where he's from. I know Bo Nickel's American, but Bo Nickel doesn't deserve to fight on the White House unless it's someone against like Colby Covington. Chris Daukaus. This actually is a very close fight. It could go either way, in my opinion. If I had to pick one, I'd probably lean toward Bo Nickel, but I literally don't know. It could go either way. They're both coming off really big good striking knockouts. Well, no, Daukaus is coming off that submission win, but he's a very good striker. No, Nickel's coming off that head kick KO, which is really good. His striking's improved a lot. Daukaus has got really good striking, and they can also grapple. I think Nickel is the better grappler. I do think Daukaus is the better striker, but I think he wrestled at Penn State. This guy's an elite wrestler. I think he's going to get it done with the wrestling. But yeah, this fight's overall horrible for the White House. It is decent for you. I actually love this fight for UFC in general, but on the White House, no, this is horrible match. Like, why would you put it here, not on this card? I mean, that's just terrible. So that's what I think for this fight. And then last but not least, we got Diego Lopez versus Steve Garcia. Now here's two sides of me when I think about this one. For one, if y'all listen to me, I was genuinely praying I don't see Diego Lopez's face or name on this card, and they still put him on the card. I mean, genuinely so annoying. But if I calm down, look at it, this is a very good fight. I love this fight. However, once again, I don't like it on the White House card. I don't hate it on the White House. I think it's better than this one. But because the only reason I think it's okay for the White House card, but wouldn't it be, I still think it's bad because if you're only going to choose 6 fights to be on the White House card and you put this as one of the 6, then that's horrible. This fight is horrible. So I'm saying this fight is horrible. But let's look at it from a different stance. How this fight would go. This fight's going to be very entertaining in my opinion. I do think Steve Garcia is going to get it done. I think he's going to win. I love Steve Garcia's fights. I love to watch him fight. He's got really, really good boxing. Striking looks really good. He can wrestle too. Like, he's got really fluid wrestling. If Diego Lopez fights like he did last time, which he probably will, he's going to lose this fight. However, I do think Diego Lopez will deal some good damage on Garcia, but I think Garcia is going to outstrike him. He's going to hurt Lopez bad. And I don't think Lopez is going to look to wrestle much, and that's going to be the reason he definitely loses. And that's what makes it easy to predict this fight. I think Garcia also can wrestle and handle himself, and I think he's going to hurt him bad. I think he could potentially get a TKO finish. And I think Garcia is just going to outbox him because Lopez, no fight IQ. He really has no brain cells when it comes in the fighting octagon, and he's going to get outstruck. He's going to get out, but he's going to stand in there and box with Steve Garcia, and Garcia's going to outbox him. Don't get me wrong, Lopez's boxing is pretty decent, but if he fights like it against Volk, it's awful. No chance. Even if he fights like it against Jan Silva, this is going to be an absolute banger. It's going to be a war, and I still think Steve Garcia will win either way. So I'm going Steve Garcia. I do think Garcia's going to show out for this card. It's going to be a really entertaining fight, and America will get it done in this one. So yeah, that's overall what I think on this card. I see America wins this one. America wins this one. America loses this one, 2-1. America wins this one, 3-1. No America. Gagey gets knocked out immediately, fast. So most of all, America wins most of the fights. Oh, maybe it's 2-2. I don't even know. 3-2, I think America. But yeah, overall, it's not too bad if you look into it. But yeah, I would rate this card for the White House card. I'm rating this a 3 out of 10. Horrible card overall for the White House. I mean, there's only 6 fights, guys. It's just really bad. So obviously I'll be watching it to fight night. It will still be a great event, I hope. And it goes good. I hope it goes good. I still can't wait to see it, but it's just obviously I wasn't that disappointed because I was already prepared to be disappointed. So, but it was still worse than I thought it'd be. But it is what it is. We'll see how it goes. Let me know what y'all think about this. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, turn